So here is the student handbook that I was telling you about in class. You'll see the title, Tuskegee University Academic Regulations and Procedures for Undergraduates. In the table of contents, you'll see here, right, that this book is only 35 pages long, but it's probably the most important document that you could have in your possession as a student. It tells you all of your rights, all of the requirements for graduation, everything. So you'll see here in the table of contents, registration and enrollment, which we've been talking about in class the past couple of weeks, the class load, special courses, class attendance, conduct, responsibilities. I mean, everything that you can, every question that you can think of is answered here in the student handbook. But what I want to draw your attention to quickly is the registration and enrollment section. This section tells you about advisement. It talks about having an academic advisor to help you through your matriculation. It talks about registration and enrollment as far as what the university calendar is concerned, the student data form that everybody should have completed by now. All of this information is here. What it means to be a full-time student, you'll see that here. What it means to be a part-time student. But let's go to here where it talks about transfer students, and it talks about the maximum number of credits that a transfer student can bring in. We talked about this in class. It's actually up to 80 credits as a transfer student, not a transient student, which is totally different. A transfer student is transferring in from another institution, whereas a transient student here is a student that would take courses at a university other than Tuskegee but be enrolled at Tuskegee. So that's different. Also, the time limit for graduation. Again, all these questions were asked of you when you in the last week's assignment with the PowerPoint, so you can find all the answers here. Talks about concurrent registration, being registered at another university. Again, you have to have approval from the dean before you can enroll or do cross enrollment or concurrent enrollment. And then auditing we talked about in class, dropping, adding and changing sections is all here. Let's go down to what we were talking about today with the administrative withdrawal. Right, a student that withdraws from school may withdraw for certain under certain circumstances. Right, if a student withdraws, there's a process. You have to fill out paperwork with the registrar's office and all of that. If you're administratively withdrawn, that means you're basically being kicked out of school. All right, so it's a little bit of a difference. It says a student may receive an administrative withdrawal because of disciplinary action, failure to comply with the policies and procedures, or failure to meet financial obligations in a timely manner. So you want to look at this, especially in light of the assignment that we talked about with Sarah and Richard today, the little scenario that we talked about with the date rape drug and all of that stuff. And the last question on that assignment is, should Richard and his friends that gave Sarah the date rape drug, should they be administratively withdrawn? And so you can find your answer here. I'm going to upload this into the content folder for the class, and if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, thanks.